All right, let's start. I'm here with Swagner. How are you, Swagner?
I'm great, Santi. How are you today?
All good, man. All good. It's a really nice day, and it has been a really nice week. So let's do this. We already have more than 1,000 people in the room, which is insane because we only provided like 2 hours of previous notes.
I was
So
thinking the same thing. I think people are excited.
yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. So thanks everyone for joining today. It's insane, like the support that you're giving us is insane. So thank you very much from the, I think I'm speaking in the name of the whole Star Atlas team by saying thank you. And thank you very much for being here and for supporting us across all the social channels. So without further ado, let's start. I would like to mention first before we go into what's important, uh, that we have, this is important as well. We are doing the ship mass giveaways, which is basically to participate in winning a ship. You just need to say GM or GN, good night or good morning, and tag Star Atlas in Twitter, and you are already participating of the ship mass giveaway, and you have the chance to win a ship. So that's quite interesting. Hopefully everyone can participate, and good luck to everyone.
That's very cool, Santi. How many ships are we giving away?
We are giving Pierce X Force, I think. Let me check. Matei is in charge of this. Big shout out to Matei for putting this campaign together. This will help a lot of people to enter the Star Atlas metaverse. So that is great. There are 20 days of Star Atlas giveaways, and we are giving one spaceship per day. So that is pretty cool. Uh,
That's very cool. Very cool.
yeah, I highly encourage everyone to join and to participate. It's really easy. Just post GM or GN on Twitter, and you will and tag Star Atlas, and you will be already participating. So, Wagner, we're here again. I'm here with the one and only Michael Wagner. I will ask you again, Michael. How are you? How have you been this past week?
It's been a really great week for us. So, just want to thank you all for joining us on the special edition town hall. We're going to keep this pretty light in terms of updates. We did provide a thorough and extensive update last week. We might host one more town hall before the end of the year, so that most likely be next Friday. If we do that, I think I've mentioned just on that last call, we do want to give the team some time to recharge. We've all been working very, very hard behind the scenes, putting in a lot of hours. So we want to reward everybody on our team internally for all the hard work, dedication, and passion that they've been spending with us, and give them some time with their family and time to relax and time to catch up. So today's update is pretty straightforward. I think you all know what it's about. It's the highly anticipated release of Score, and I'm just extremely pleased to share with you all that we do finally have a confirmation date. It will be rolled out on December 16th. So
Let's
we've been
go.
yeah, man, we've been spending the last couple of weeks making sure that the product is completely polished. So again, very pleased to announce that we're about 99% through the QA, the quality assurance phase. The team's been working quite hard fixing up a few bugs, but the platform's looking good. It's fully functional. The economics are functioning as intended, and we are extremely excited about rolling this out. And we think you'll be quite excited to engage in the ship enlistment process. So, for those who aren't aware, this is the Tier 0 ship mission module. We build all of our projects with a tier system, similar to the way the game mechanics work. So, taking land or ships from tier 0 up to tier 5, as this is the initial deployment of ship missions under project codename Score, Ship Commissions on Remote Expeditions. It is the tier 0 version of the game. A lot more to come from us on this, and we'll continue enhancing and expanding these features as we go into the future. But yeah, that was it, Santi. Just wanted to let everyone hear here on the town hall, our dedicated community in on Discord, as well as across all of our social media channels. We just wanted you guys to hear it first. So very pleased with the announcement, and that was largely it. Did want to make some
Yeah,
time. Yeah, just wanted to make some time for some additional Q&A today. Just 25 minutes. We're making it a quick session, but happy to kind of jump in and get some people on stage asking
yeah.
questions.
Yeah, first let me tell you, Michael, that I'm really happy that we have done this. We have been announcing a lot of stuff in the previous town halls, and we had to do it this way. It's great. So thank you for doing this as well, Michael.
It's kind of an early Christmas, but yeah, we know how highly anticipated this feature is. I'll just mention here too, while we start to bring people up, is that we've also been spending the last couple of weeks across the team preparing for next year, and I'm super excited about the roadmap that we have ahead of us. We've made some amazing progress on the Unreal Engine game development and experiences that we'll be rolling out, starting with the showroom and another new project, codename yet unrevealed, that we'll be announcing, I'm sure, sometime next year. There's probably going to be at least one more major content drop before the end of the year. Again, just going to allude to it, not reveal what that actually is, but stay tuned with us for the rest of the year. We do hope you all have some time to catch up with your family and relax during the holidays as well. But super excited for next year. A lot in the pipeline, and really exciting growth across our team and across the community.
Yeah, 100%. And what is insane, I will mention this again and thank everybody again because we only provided really few hours of notice before this special edition town hall, and we have over 1,000 people, which is insane. So thanks again, everyone.
I think this might be another record for us. I know last week we were floating around 1220 to 1250. So, picking up a handful of people every single week, it's fantastic to see.
Yeah, that is great. That is great. So yeah, let's do some Q&A. We only have like 23 minutes left, but it's more than enough for you, Michael, to answer some questions.
Yeah, sounds great. Let's jump into it, Santi.
Yeah. Let's let a good old friend in. He has been asking some interesting questions across since the first ever town
Hey,
hall, so I think he deserves this space. And welcome, Funcracker.
Cracker, we haven't seen you in a long time. I feel like we haven't.
Yeah,
thank you very much. And you're completely correct, Michael. I've been on a very long holiday and been offline for quite a long time. But I'm back. I'm back. And thanks for inviting me on stage. Thank you very much, Michael, for confirming this date. I cannot tell you how much people were hoping to hear this. It was difficult keeping people in control. So I'm very happy that we have some good news now to share with everybody. I'm not going to ask more questions about score. I think most of those have been asked already. I just had a short discussion, and I would like to look a little bit into the future to the next step already, if you don't mind, to more.
Sure.
Um, with more, the way I foresee that happening is it will probably look a lot like score, but then with like a more simplified mining loop on fake/virtual land. I don't want to call it fake, but you understand what I mean. It's not actually in the galaxy yet. It's not positioned. It's not. There's no coordinates. You don't have to look for it or follow an auction. It's just you just have it, and you can just use it and build your infrastructure on top of it, and then just start generating resources while also having to maintain that. Is that you think an accurate depiction of what we can expect, or will it be something else?
Yeah, well, first of all, given your extended holiday, I would have thought you'd be spending more time with us, but I can fully appreciate taking some time for yourself as well. But you're absolutely right, Funcracker. So the all of the tier zero gameplay mechanics, they are kind of the simplified version of them that we can get out with the fastest timeline. And so there, I hope I'm not jumping the gun on anything here with Danny. I know you guys all like the leaks. Sometimes I I feel bad after revealing more of the strategy than I should. But nevertheless, the intention is not to have the coordinate system in place by the time we roll out more. It's simply the ability to possess land and then place your mining equipment. So more is an acronym for mining operations and resource extraction. What's going to be really cool with that, though, is that we're already building out the crafting recipes associated with various resources, including resources such as R4, so the food, fuel, ammunition, and toolkits necessary to operate your ships as a component of score.
Oh.
So resource crafting will roll into additional recipes going into the future with that, but providing utility for your land and the ability to start participating in the broader economy. But important for us that we can start to tie these various gameplay mechanics into one another. And so the first step of that will be R4 crafting.
That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. I didn't expect that information, but that's really good to hear. Yeah, so thanks a bunch. I'm not going to take more time. Thanks again for actually organizing this last minute. Really happy with the news, and yeah, wish you all a very nice last few weeks of the year and happy holidays.
Yeah,
Bye, guys.
thank you so much. And I just want to give kind of a big shout out here to Chip Zarita, who's with us on game design, and has been putting a ton of work into those recipes. So just given the opportunity here, I wanted to recognize him for his work. But thank you, Funcracker.
Thank you, Funcracker, and a big shout out to Chip as well. We
Yeah,
also
thanks.
have
Thanks, Chip. And thanks, guys.
Take care, man. Have a good holiday.
we also have Ishiki here from Equinox Starfleet. Welcome to the stage. How are you?
Hey, thanks. Good. Thanks for having me up here. I'm just wondering, we at Equinox, we're very excited about the exploration part of the Stardust Metaverse. Is there any hint you can give on what we can expect, or maybe even when we could expect exploration to come in?
It's that's a bit farther out. It's harder for me to put any type of date on that. I would at the earliest expect any form of space exploration to come out later in 2022, might even arrive in 2023. There's a couple of different ways that we can deliver that. It would also, it would consist of the three-dimensional in-browser map of the universe, the namesake of the game, the Star Atlas, which would be part of the web browser minigame. Alternatively, we are also focused on that Unreal Engine game development, and it's possible that there's a light version of space exploration coming alongside that, not in the showroom module, but that would be that's a component of the project roadmap that we'll be focused on heavily next year in UE development. So that, yeah, I can't really put any timeline on it. Quite a ways out still on that, but certainly something that we're looking forward to.
Yeah. Hello. Can you hear me?
We can.
Hello. We can,
Yeah.
but let's wait until Michael ends.
Oh, sorry.
With the with the previous question, Ishiki, I don't know if you heard the answer.
Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you. If I may just sneak in just one tiny question. In terms of rewards for the minigame, is there, what can we expect? Is it going to be Atlas, or is there going to be maybe some treasure we can find?
It is, score tier 0 is entirely Atlas. Excuse me. Yeah, it is entirely Atlas for now. So this is the first step of introducing the real economy that will exist around Star Atlas, the metaverse, and the game. And so all earnings are denominated in Atlas, and as well as all of the expenses. And I would point out here again that all of the expenses that are recaptured through that operating cost model flow directly into the DAO. So when users and gamers and players are on the platform purchasing resources to keep their ships and their fleets stocked, all of that revenue is captured by the DAO itself and ultimately would be distributed out to governors of the DAO. So holders of Polis that are staking would be earning emissions in Polis, at some point earning distributions of Atlas, as well as being able to determine how best to utilize those treasury resources. And then at some point going into next year, we'll also release the DAO platform that includes the proposal and voting system that's currently in the design phase.
Thank you so much, guys. Power to the people.
Let's stick it to the man.
Thank you, Shiki. So now let's move to Meow the cat. How are you?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm sorry I interrupted earlier. I'm a bit anxious because we have been waiting a long time for this game. Long time. So I'm just wondering, now that it's finally official that the game's gonna be released in the 16, like, are you gonna do some sort of Medium article, some Twitter publication? Like, are you gonna contact people so that people do know that this is actually happening? Because there are many people here that have been loyal for a long time, but they may not be as active as I am or many others. And I do think this is going to be very beneficial to the game because it has a huge community. So are you going to make some sort of like official announcement or something like that?
Yeah, I mean, well, first, long time, I guess, I suppose is relative. It's been about 2.5 months or so that we've really been deeply in development on the score system. I'd also clarify here that you guys are extremely early. We've said this many times. This is a very long roadmap ahead of us. Unreal Engine game development is never truly complete, and probably years, 5 to 7 years before we get to a really refined, polished product on the Unreal Engine side. The mini game itself is likely to be years in development as well. So with that being said, we're being a little more strategic with the way that we release assets going into the future so that they have more immediate utility when they are being sold. Aside from that, though, I think we have one of the best communication teams across not only the crypto ecosystem, but bleeding into gaming ecosystem as well. And so guys like Pablo and Mate and Santi here on the call, and Anthony, and the remaining members of our communications team will certainly be putting together many announcements surrounding this. We have quite a solid process in place for the way that we roll out information, and constantly improving on that. But certainly you'll see many announcements from us. This is just the first kind of sneak peek and a pre-announcement to all of those dedicated followers in Discord. We wanted you to get the information here first.
Okay, thank you so very much. That was the question.
Okay, thank you.
So we also have on stage Balduron. I don't know if that's the correct pronunciation, but welcome to the stage.
Thank you. Yes, that is correct, Balduron. I don't really have a question. I don't think I could at this point have the ability to put a few questions together. I would like to say something though. And as I read, yesterday was my 1 month anniversary in DeFi. I've never been in crypto. I've never done anything with it. And when I saw this, I was actually playing Star Citizen, and someone said, "This is not the game to play. Check out this." And all he did was type Star Atlas in the chat. I Googled it. Literally, I tabbed out, Googled it, quit playing Star Citizen, and I've only been back in the game one time. All I have done is research DeFi for the past month. I have heard in the past, since I've been doing my research, that you guys have attracted a very large community like myself. Doesn't know a lot about DeFi, doesn't know a lot about crypto, doesn't know a lot about how it all works, but you have attracted a huge gaming community. And I would like to tell you that I appreciate that, because for me, I own 2 businesses. And this is a perfect example of how my first business started. People told me that my first business, the way it was set up, wouldn't work. That my first business, that the companies that I would be dealing with weren't trustworthy, that there were scams out there, that there were people out there, and there are scams out there. I'm not trying to say that you're a scam. There are scams out there. There are people out there that are out to get you. But I have noticed an extremely large amount of security on. So I'm with the club, Go Club. Very large amount of security, very large amount of help. I have also noticed that on your main thread, you have, and I don't know what the timing is, but you show people how to secure their account so nobody can direct message them. I think that's awesome. I think that, there are things that you guys are doing to help us learn how to be safe, things that are teaching us how to do the things that we do in order
Thank you very
to
much, Balduron.
be
So
a part of this. I could go on forever. I apologize. I'm
yeah,
very
no, no
long-winded.
problem, no problem. I just want to point out that everyone should be safe, and thank you very much for your kind words. Actually, thank you very much. We really appreciate it. And I would like to point out it's a really good topic that everyone don't trust any DM that you receive. Most likely it is a scam. Don't click any link. Don't download any file, and just stay safe. Trust only the official team members And don't ever trust in crypto anyone who is DMing you and offering help. Just be super careful about it. So thank you, Balderon, for pointing this out, and thank you very much for your kind words.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah, we appreciate the comments. I've made the statement in the past, but I do believe that blockchain gaming, play to earn, and this new paradigm that we're introducing around real world economies inside the gaming environments and fully immersive virtual worlds is going to lead to one of the largest mass migrations of new users into crypto ecosystem. My hope is that it will help people better understand the ideology, philosophy that exists across things like open source technology and across the crypto and blockchain communities, and will really enable you to better yourself, not just through our game, but through access to this new financial ecosystem.
Yeah, nothing else to add. So we have Myrandit here from Bulk and the Interstellar Alliance. So welcome to the stage. How are you?
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Just a quick question. Like, are you gonna airdrop the pilot or captain licenses before the minigame? Or yeah.
No, probably not. It's not necessary. You won't require them to engage in score, so not necessary for us to airdrop those at this time. We will. I know we've committed to that in the past, so we will airdrop licenses when the time is right and when it's necessary to actually operate your ships with the license as a requirement.
Okay, that's cool. There. Thanks. And I just want to say, like, I spoke with Santi like a couple of weeks ago, I think. I'm trying to create a beginner's page, like Star Atlas guide. And it's like my whole purpose is to make like this guy who just spoke to make people avoid scammers and reach the correct info before getting scammed or clicking any bad links. So I appreciate if we can maybe cooperate in some way. There's still so much to add, but it's for starters, it's really hard to find everything
Yeah. Let me tell you that you are doing a great job with that. We are pushing the guides, the Star Atlas guides. The Star Atlas guides is your website, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So we are using it a lot in the community, and you are doing a great job. So thank you very much, and feel free to drop the link in the town hall chat if you want, so everyone can see it, and it's a good beginner's guide. So
yeah, I
thank you
still
for
need
that.
to update it, but yeah, I'm working on it. It's a work in progress.
Okay.
Yeah,
So feel free to drop it in the town hall chat, and thank you for doing it.
sure. Thanks. Keep up the
Thank
good
you.
work.
Thanks, Miranda.
Thank you very much. We have Dowcaster here on the stage. We're moving pretty fast today, Michael. What do you
Well,
think?
we have limited time, and I'm sure there's a lot of questions.
Yeah. So Dowcaster, welcome to the stage.
Hey, thanks for having me. It's a pleasure to be up here. Santi, Michael, thanks for hosting this. It's really exciting. Of course, the game coming out soon. Pardon me. I have two short questions. One was about the functionality of the more missions. This question was kind of came to mind, but I know me and a lot of other people are having a hard time deciding our faction because it's a really big decision, and I don't want to spam the game and have 3 different accounts so I could farm 3 different local resources, right? I want to, I would hope that as many people play it true to the game and one identity and whatnot. So my question is the idea for more is that we'll be able to gather resources specific to our factions, like local zones?
Yeah, that is correct. So when more rolls out, there will be resource heat maps with higher quantities or proportions of various materials and minerals that exist across the universe, concentrated in various regions. So for the immediate term, though, maybe just to address your concern about faction selection, it's really less critical in the near term. As it stands now, we don't have any account progression mechanics, and we don't have any, so leveling up or XP, for example, and we don't have any account bound items. Now, when we drop licenses, for example, those would be account bound, but in the meantime, you can kind of engage in score in any faction, and then at some point when more information becomes available, you can move assets to a new account and re-register with the faction of choice.
Okay, that's super good to know, and that answers my question. I appreciate it. I do have one other question, if that's okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering, I know as you guys know, I creating educational resources for people who are getting into the game, and it's an area of passion of mine, and so I love doing it, and you're obviously creating a really cool universe to do it from. I was wondering if you guys had any, similar to the last question, if you guys had any plans internally for like an educational platform to expand off the Star Atlas EDU, or kind of what your guys' mindset was about educating people that are new, not only to Star Atlas, but maybe even new to blockchain. Is that a focus moving forward?
It is. I mean, we certainly want to concentrate on education. Just it seems to be a recurring theme on the call today. So we do take that as a pretty deep responsibility of ours to help educate people that are new to crypto. I know I mentioned this on the previous call, but we've seen massive growth in the traditional gaming community within Star Atlas. At a very, very early stage, it definitely exceeded our expectations. We focused most of our efforts on, what we would kind of define as the crypto native user, or those people that have already interacted with Web3 and have a more fundamental understanding of how, like, securing a wallet and managing seed phrases and managing interactions with Web3 applications actually works. But given the growth that we've seen across that traditional gaming community, we do want to put some additional effort there. With that being said, there's quite a few groups, such as yourself, and I think it was Meredith was the name of the gentleman that was just on, as well as working with teams like Republic Realm, who we have a relationship with on economic analysis, to continue to deliver to the community those external educational resources that become available. So whether we do it internally or we support those members of the community that are building out those sources of information, we do want to continue to drive that into 2022.
I love that. Thanks for your time. I appreciate it.
And it was Tony, right? Not to dox you, but I think that was, yeah, great, Tony. Thanks so much.
You're welcome. Anytime.
Thank you, Tony. So, Michael, do you have time for one extra question?
Let's do one more, Santi.
Okay. Let's pick someone. Ronin from the club, the guy of the Alpha Leaks.
I got some work for you, Ronan. No, I'm joking.
Oh, I mean, I'm more than willing to make more videos for you guys. You have no idea. It's my ultimate passion to do this for you guys, like genuinely.
They are great. They are great videos, by the way. We love your enthusiasm in them.
I was so excited. My Intel team came and said, "Hello, these photos are here. You need to go make a video." I was like, "Yes, I'm going." It was the quickest video I've ever made in my life. But so some of my questions are more regarded towards some of the ships that are coming out right now and everything like that. When in regards towards the C11, because it's probably one of my most favorite ships and everything like that. I've seen in the module section over there, and I know like this is a difficult question because I mean it's more so a question for Danny, to be honest. But I've seen that it has an insane amount of hangars built into it. So will the C11 be like your modern day air carrier, basically?
I would say yes. It is, intended to be kind of a massive support vehicle for entire fleets. It's kind of the centerpiece of a fleet. Obviously, the commander level ship is one level down from the Titans. So when we reveal Titan information, you'll see that they're, even quite a bit more sizable than the commanders. But yes, the intention is to assist with transporting entire fleets across the universe.
All right, awesomeness. Okay, and then that was mainly my last question. I just want to say thank you very much, and pat the team on the back for having the confirmation date come around and everything like that. And then yeah, if this is the last one, or we have one more town hall, thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your holiday.
That's great. Thank you so much, Ronan. I guess I would just add one final comment on the on the attributes of each of the items. I just want to make sure it's perfectly clear. These are none of the data, the metadata that you guys are seeing right now is immutable, which just means that there is potential for it to change in the future. I'm not suggesting we're going to change anything in the immediate term, but we are working with a game simulation engine to be able to ensure that we can deliver appropriate balance in the long term. But the reality is we first need to see assets released and functioning kind of in a real game environment before we can start doing any form of balancing between assets. But nevertheless, wasn't really directly addressing your question, but just on those hangar bays and the various module slots and things of that nature, there is the possibility that those change and get updated over time.
Yeah, and that's absolutely fine. I mean, like that's with any game and so on. You have your testing and everything like that in order to verify or confirm whether or not these small little tweaks actually are beneficial or not.
That's right. That's right. So again, I really appreciate the question. Appreciate the content that you're publishing. Love the enthusiasm you and your team have with Star Atlas, and I hope you guys all have a fantastic Friday and a great weekend.
You as well.
Thank you, Ronnie, for the questions. So we are approaching the end of the town hall, Michael. Any final comments?
No, Santi, I think it was good coverage. Again, the big news today is just the confirmation date. I'll reiterate once again, we always do set, we've debated internally whether or not we want to even reveal target dates, simply because then it sets a level of expectation. Target dates are in many cases likely to be missed. These are stretch goals, aspirational goals for us to hit, but working in really bleeding edge technology across every sector of the game that we're building. Does mean that there's quite a bit of complicated work that needs to go into all of this, and we want to ensure that what we deliver to you is fully functional, bug-free, and nicely polished. So very happy, though, that we're able to release the confirmation date with you all of December 16th, and super looking forward to being able to put some of my own ships and list them with the faction and enjoy some gameplay myself.
Oh,
what about
yeah.
you, Santi? You must have
I'm really happy actually that we were able to announce the confirmed date on the town hall. We have been doing this for quite a long time, I think since April this year, when we only had like 25 to 30 people joining the town halls, to now that we are over 1,000, which is insane. And
yeah.
Again, thanks everyone for joining. From my personal side, I'm really happy that we were able to announce the confirmed date here. So thank you for that, Michael, and the whole team. And nothing else.
That is it. Yeah, signing off.
That is it. Yeah, signing off. Power to the people.
And stick it to the man.
This was the special edition of the Star Atlas Town Hall. See you, everyone, and remember to participate in Ship Mass.